Mark Tauscher on Wisconsin's Morning News is sponsored by Kohler Services and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Tausch, love talking ball with you, man, and especially because you are someone that has lived it, been in it, and it's not something you heard. You actually know it. So my question starting off this week, how is a practice week after a tough loss in Green Bay? Is it different? Is it more amped up? Is it just business as usual? How does it go?
So here's what I would tell you, Telly. I think I always looked at it, you could tell kind of from the meeting room. It would tell you the tone of where you're at as a team. And if you had just won a good game, there's a lot of laughing, a lot of enjoyment, guys kind of looking around, and the coach comes in and everybody kind of gradually will, oh, yeah, and then coach will get up there and everybody will turn their attention. And then when you have a tough loss like you just did, and everybody's on a little more edge, the door would open to that team meeting room, and everybody immediately is flip-turned, sitting straight up, posture, straight.
No dozing off.
Gives you, yes, that gives you a little taste of it. But from, as far as are you going to practice harder? Are you going to? I think it's just more about the mental edge that you end up having. Everybody's going to go do their work. I'm sure last week, if you ask Matt LaFleur and their coaches, they say, yeah, they did the work. They went about their business and tried to have it as business-like as you could. But the media side of it, everybody telling you how great you were, everybody telling you it's a trap game, everybody talking about Philadelphia, you can lose a little bit of that edge. So what I would tell you is, I think when you have a game like that, that's why I always am afraid when you play a team in professional sports that just got whooped and everybody's telling them how much they stink. Everybody's turning. Everybody's focus is higher. And if you're coming off of a big win, that edge evens things out. This week there will be none of that worry because the edge and the focus of this football team, especially with the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending champs coming into town, I would think it's going to be a high-octane week of practice and preparation.
And speaking of the Philadelphia Eagles coming to town for Monday Night Football, the weather seems like that may actually play a factor, Tauscher. When the weather starts to turn, it starts to get a little colder. I mean, as fans, you think advantage Packers. But everybody plays in the same weather. So, I mean, is there really an advantage there?
It always comes back to how good a team you are. Same thing with home field advantage and weather. I think there was for a long time, depending on how you built your football team. If you're a run-the-ball, play great defense, cold weather is better. And with Brett, obviously, you always saw that stat that would pop up, 32-0 when it's under 32 degrees. And then, it would keep going. And then we'd lose to the Falcons up there on a playoff game. And it was maybe we're just too banged up. I do think the weather matters, and I think especially when you're getting a crappy team. Like I can remember we played the Oakland Raiders at the time in December that had 4 or 5 wins, and you could tell by the beginning of the second quarter those fellows were ready to hit the bus and get back to the plane. It was cold. And it was, the guys were sitting there talking about, I don't know, man, how do you guys do it up here, man? Once you start hearing guys do that, and also when guys are out there warming up with no shirts on, you got them. Because I'm going to show you how tough we are. Yeah. This weather doesn't bother us. I don't think Monday will be the case because Philadelphia is, it's not exactly tropical. And that's a team that has a championship heartbeat. So the weather will matter only in the cases of teams that are kind of teetering from warm weather, and it's kind of their season's wrapping. And if you can get out to a little bit of a lead on them, there's a little bit of, all right, let's go get a hot cup of soup, a bowl of chili, and hit the road. That's what you won't see that on Monday.
I love shirt off guy too, Tausch. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, congrats. You know what, brother? You're going to be cold.
Yeah.
Like,
and in the third quarter, you're not going to be shirtless. Right. All right.
It kind of goes back to the he who professes too much. Usually is it? I don't know if Shakespeare said that or whoever did, there, but. Yeah. When you're trying to show that something doesn't bother you and you're going way overboard doing it, you know it bothers you. And it's the guys that just go out and go about their business in a normal way that usually are going to be the ones that are successful. You always laugh when that's the case. And, we never wore sleeves because that's just what we didn't do as O-linemen. Guys wear sleeves now, and if you know what, it helps you perform better, have at it.
Different rules for fans, though. Shirt off fan guy, I believe in him.
Tough guy, yes.
He's tough.
Absolutely. We would look at the fans that have no shirts on, and we'd be like, man, if only that guy was a little bit younger, he'd be out here playing with us. That was the vibe that we always
Could
had.
use him, although he needs his bowl of soup, too, after that one. Thanks, Tausch.
See ya.